Could you survive a night in the Sahara Desert? The Sahara Desert is one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Spanning over 3.6 million square miles across North Africa, it's the largest hot desert in the world. With daytime temperatures soaring above 120 A circumflex degrees F, 49 A circumflex degrees C, and nighttime temperatures dropping to near freezing, surviving a single night here is no small feat. But what would it really take to make it through? Let's walk through the challenges and the strategies you'd need to survive a night in the Sahara. The Sahara, a desert of extremes. The Sahara isn't just hot, it's a land of dramatic contrasts. During the day, the sun beats down relentlessly, baking the sand and rock. But when the sun sets, the temperature can plummet by 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit in just a few hours. That's because desert air holds very little moisture, so it can't retain heat. One moment you're sweating, the next you're shivering. And it's not just the temperature. The Sahara is vast, dry, and often windy. Sandstorms can roll in without warning, reducing visibility to zero and making it nearly impossible to breathe or see where you're going. Add to that the lack of water, shelter, and food, and you've got a survival situation that could turn deadly in hours. The first challenge, finding shelter. If you're stranded in the Sahara at night, your first priority is shelter. Without protection from the cold and wind, hypothermia can set in quickly, even in a desert. You don't need a fancy tent, but you do need something to block the wind and trap a little body heat. Look for natural formations like rock overhangs, dunes with windward sides, or even dig a shallow pit in the sand. A depression in the ground can be several degrees warmer than the surface. If you have a jacket or blanket, wrap it around you. Even a plastic bag or piece of cloth can help reflect your body heat back toward you. Avoid sleeping directly on the sand. It conducts heat away from your body much faster than air. Use any available material, clothing, backpack, or dry brush as insulation between you and the ground. Staying warm without fire. You might think lighting a fire would help, but in the Sahara, that's easier said than done. There's very little dry wood or vegetation to burn, and even if you find some, the wind can make it nearly impossible to keep a flame going. Instead, focus on conserving your body heat. Curl into a fetal position to reduce the surface area exposed to the cold. Cover your head and neck. These areas lose heat quickly. If you're with others, huddle together. Shared body heat can make a big difference. Wear layers if you have them. Even a light shirt under a jacket can trap warm air. And don't underestimate the power of a hat. A lot of body heat escapes through the head, especially at night. The danger of dehydration. You might think dehydration is only a daytime problem, but it's just as dangerous at night. In the dry desert air, your body loses moisture through breathing and sweat, even when you're not visibly sweating. And because it's cold, you might not feel thirsty, which is dangerous. If you have water, sip it slowly. Don't drink it all at once. Your body can only absorb so much at a time, and wasting water early could leave you dry later. If you don't have water, avoid eating. Digestion uses up precious fluids your body needs to stay hydrated. In extreme cases, people have tried to collect dew or moisture from plants, but in the Sahara, that's rarely possible. The best strategy is prevention. Drink plenty of water during the day and avoid overexertion. Navigating the dark. The Sahara at night is pitch black. There are no city lights, no street lamps, just an endless sea of sand under a sky full of stars. While the Milky Way can be breathtaking, it won't help you find your way. If you must move, do it slowly and carefully. Tripping over rocks or falling into a crevice can lead to injury, and in the desert, even a small cut can become infected without clean water or medical care. Use the stars to orient yourself, but don't rely on them alone. The North Star Polaris can help you find north, but desert terrain can be disorienting. If you're trying to reach help, pick a direction and stick to it, but only if you're sure it's the right one. Wandering aimlessly can waste energy and take you farther from rescue. Wildlife, what's out there? You might think the Sahara is empty, but it's home to some hardy creatures. Scorpions, snakes, and spiders hide in the sand and rocks, coming out at night to hunt. Most are not aggressive, but a bite or sting can be serious without medical treatment. To avoid them, shake out your shoes and clothing before putting them on. Don't walk barefoot, and avoid reaching into dark crevices or under rocks without checking first. Larger animals like fennec foxes or desert hedgehogs are usually shy and avoid humans. But if you're injured or weak, even small predators might see you as a threat or a meal. The mental challenge. Survival isn't just physical, it's mental. The isolation, the cold, the fear, it can wear you down quickly. Panic is your worst enemy. It leads to bad decisions, wasted energy, and poor judgment. Stay calm. Focus on one task at a time. Find shelter, conserve heat, sip water. Remind yourself that rescue is possible. People have survived much longer in the desert with far less. If you're with others, talk to them. Share encouragement. Laughter, even in tough times, can boost morale and keep spirits up. What to do if you're rescued? If you hear a vehicle, see lights, or hear voices, don't run. Conserve your energy. Use a mirror, flashlight, or shiny object to signal. Wave a bright cloth. Make noise, shout, blow a whistle, or bang rocks together. But don't assume help is coming. In the Sahara, rescue can take days or never come at all. Your best chance is to stay put, stay warm, and stay hydrated until someone finds you. Could you survive? So, could you survive a night in the Sahara Desert? It's possible, but only if you're prepared, calm, and smart. The desert doesn't care if you're strong or brave. It only cares if you respect its power. Survival comes down to basics: shelter, warmth, water, and mindset. If you can manage those, you've got a fighting chance. But the real lesson? The Sahara teaches humility. It reminds us how fragile we are in the face of nature, and how important it is to prepare before we ever find ourselves under its vast, star-filled sky.